The Indominus Rex was the secondary antagonist of the Jurassic Park franchise. The hybrid was created by modifying the genome of a Tyrannosaurus rex, with the DNA of various other theropods. Some of the known species that were included were Velociraptor, Carnotaurus, Giganotosaurus, Majungasaurus, Rugops, Pycnonemosaurus, Quilmesaurus, Viavenator, Deinosuchus, and Therizinosaurus. There were also the DNA of modern animals such as cuttlefish, tree frog, and a pit viper snake. The genome of Tyrannosaurus rex was used as the base genome for the hybrid. It also gave the Indominus Rex an incredibly strong bite that could crush bulletproof glass. Velociraptor DNA was added for high levels of intelligence and the ability to make plans and decisions. Giganotosaurus DNA was added for the large size of the Indominus. It was mentioned that the Indominus Rex would be larger than the T-Rex when fully grown, including the shape of the head, in some parts from Giganotosaurus. Abelisaur genes, Carnotaurus, Majungasaurus, Rugops, Pycnonemosaurus, Quilmesaurus, and Viavenator were added to act as a biological form of armor that absorbed most of the incoming attacks. Deinosuchus DNA was used to form the crocodilian teeth of the Indominus that were used in grasping the flesh of opponents. Therizinosaurus DNA added the presence of long forelimbs with strong, slashing claws. One swipe of the hybrid's claws would take down a specific opponent. Cuttlefish genes were intended to help the Indominus withstand an accelerated growth, but it also added chromatophore cells in the skin so it could change the shape, color, and texture of its skin like a cuttlefish. Tree frog DNA was added for the Indominus to adapt to the tropical climate of Isla Nublar, but it instead added the ability for the animal to remove her thermal signature, which confused most of the heat-based infrared cameras. Lastly, pit viper snake DNA added special cavities in the skull that allowed her to see infrared, which helped her see the heat coming from her prey in dark areas. The hybrid could run up to speeds of 30 miles per hour when confined in its paddock, with its roar alone reaching 140 to 160 decibel, as loud as the liftoff and landing of a Boeing 747 airplane. The Indominus Rex is known to display a solitary hunting behavior, although the precise timing of its sibling cannibalization in relation to its movement into a larger enclosure, or its behavior upon entering the enclosure alone, remains uncertain. The Indominus Rex has exhibited a tendency to kill dinosaurs without consuming them, suggesting that it may engage in predatory activities for reasons other than sustenance, potentially for sport. InGen's chief scientist, Dr. Henry Wu, was fascinated with the possibility to create entirely new species by gene mixing, ever since he learned that the inclusion of frog DNA had given the dinosaurs the ability to switch gender. On May 21, 1997, he created Caracosis watensis, a hybrid plant. On April 5, 2009, another hybrid was created. Years after opening, Jurassic World's success was lower in 2011, unlike the previous years of its operation. Simon Masrani attended a meeting on April 4, 2012, in which the board of his company unanimously desired a new attraction for Jurassic World to satisfy investors. After he had gotten out of the meeting, Simon emailed Dr. Henry Wu his approval to create a new species. The result was a genetically modified hybrid of several dinosaur genera and modern animals. Development of the hybrid began in 2012 in the Hammond Creation Lab, sometime after the board meeting. Unknown to Masrani was that Dr. Henry Wu, the creator of the hybrid, had made a deal with InGen Security Division Commander Vic Hoskins to weaponize it in a grand scheme to have dinosaurs be used in military operations, and kept many of the creatures used in its creation a secret. Upon Simon Masrani's announcement of the creation of the genetic hybrid, now named Indominus Rex, online ticket sales for Jurassic World skyrocketed.